Welcome, you're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, Bleeding Hollywood Home on a Budget. The three things that Christopher Kimball counts as incredibly boring would be economic theory, political debates, and amateur YouTube videos. Well, Chris, in response to the latter, I can tell you right now, the reviews of America's Test Kitchen Seasons 6 and 9 on DVD will be anything but amateur. I obtained both of these things through eBay for around $6 to $10 each. I no longer have access to my eBay account, so I can't tell you how much I paid for these exactly, which leaves me pissed off, but I will tell you that I had some leftover cash from some other eBay purchases, and if any leftover cash from my eBay account was going into something, it would be America's Test Kitchen. That's simple. You know how much I adore Chris. You know how much I adore the show, the cookbooks, Cooks Illustrated. You know how much I adore Bridget Lancaster, Julia Collin-Davidson, Jack Bishop, and Adam Reed. You know how much I adore their format to present recipes that work foolproof the first time and every time. Their best versions of such simple recipes, from classic home-cooked fare to restaurant suppers. You know how much I adore what else comes with their format. Ingredient tastings, equipment reviews, and even, not for these two seasons, but for the latter seasons later on, field segments and field reports and science segments and gadget reviews with Lisa McManus and Dan Souza. You know that America's Test Kitchen is one of my top 3 favorite shows, next to Special Victims Unit and Pretty Little Liars, and it is my favorite cooking show of all time. However, having said that, I did get critical of America's Test Kitchen once in the America's Best Lost Recipes Cookbook, which had a lot wrong and a lot right. Today, I have the unfortunate duty of being critical again, more specifically with the Season 6 DVD. But, having said that, I do have a critic's eye, and I have an obligation to tell you guys whether or not these DVDs are worth your time, attention, and money, especially if you're going to go the online route and obtain these via eBay. Just make sure you have a PayPal account or a credit card account, because they no longer take gift card currency straightforward. You need to have a PayPal account to log in to use a gift card account, which sucks. But anyway, this is Season 6. These are the recipes and episodes. These are the underwriters for the season. These are the photographs of the recipes. And this is all the information you get on the back of this. The front looks good too. Kid of its kind on public TV, says the Christian Science Monitor. And of course, there's Chris with his barbecue cap. I believe that might be related to East Coast Grill. He actually wore that for one of the episodes. I believe that's pulled chicken. We Thinky Barbecue Chicken. That's the one right there. This is a 4-disc set, and the packaging looks legitimate, but kind of sketchy. Why? Because unlike this, which is distributed by WGBH Boston Video, there's no copyright information here. We don't have the DVD logo sign. We don't have the DVD video sign like you do here on the left side of America's Test Kitchen Season 9. We don't have the company idents, America's Test Kitchen Productions, WGBH Boston logo. We don't have the copyright information. Therefore, we don't have the sign to detail if it's closed captioned or not. Season 6 is not closed captioned, by the way. No subtitles. Strike 1. We don't have the running time here, which would be strike 2. And we don't have the DVD specifics for its presentation. So, rounding all of that, no copyright information, no running time, no closed captioning, no subtitles. I'm just going to merge the no copyright information as its first strike, and no closed captioning as its second strike. As I said, this is a 4-disc DVD, and here we have all the episodes for each of the discs. We have 6 episodes in disc 1, 7 episodes disc 2, 7 episodes disc 3, 6 episodes disc 4. And here they are now, in very peculiar DVD case holding. Now, this is unacceptable. These plastic DVD holders they don't work really well. And this one is completely disattached from this section of the DVD itself. From the DVD's box set inside of the case, rather. Strike 4. And I know I'm now going beyond strike 3. And if this was anything else, I would just give this a 0 and say there were too many defects with it. So there are a lot of defects in the packaging. However, when you get to one particular episode, which is pork chops and tenderloin, the presentation of the pork tenderloin recipe is incomplete. You have to view the pork tenderloin and the sauce in separate components to fully appreciate the segment, to view it in its entirety. Because when you're watching the episode when you're watching the segment rather, in the episode itself, it cuts off at the end where either Chris is slicing the pork or Julia is finishing the sauce. This was when Chris and Julia were cooking the pork tenderloin. That's not acceptable either, so I would give this strike number 5. 5 strikes for this? Yeah, this is kind of sketchy, and it is kind of amateur. But that's not all. We're now going on to Season 9. And, the packaging is legitimate, has the copyright info, has the information you need to know about ATK. This, like the Season 6, is a 4-disc set. You have 6 episodes, Disc 1, Disc 2, 7 episodes, Disc 3, and you have 7 episodes, Disc 4. Disc 4, by the way, is very special to me, because Disc 4 was the very first disc I ever purchased America's Test Kitchen related, and I got it for like less than $2. So you probably saw that review. I will link it below. It's kind of a throwback. So this is very special to me. I since gave that disc to my friend Zoe, who I know will appreciate America's Test Kitchen as much as I do. The presentation on this is better, however, it's not as crisp in high definition as I would expect it to be, given the fact that it's presented in HD. I will concede that the colors are presented more brighter than several past DVD releases of ATK seasons. So, that is America's Test Kitchen Season 6 and 9 on DVD. This one I'm going to rate just like I rated America's Best Lost Recipes. So you know what? 5 faults with this. Next time, I'm buying my America's Test Kitchen DVDs from WGBH Boston Video or PBS Distribution, the distributor of ATK releases from Season 10 onward. 3 out of 5. Make sure you do the same. For Season 9, a 4.5 out of 5. So let's see, 4.5 plus 3, that's 7.5 out of 10. Okay, not bad for these 2 DVDs. And I will be reviewing Season 11 very soon, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you thought this was an amateur review, yeah, I may have stuttered a little bit and edited out a couple of mistakes. Not unlike this one. If you thought this was amateur, then let me tell you what, I should stop watching Christopher Kimball, because his business is now at Milk Street TV, with a lot of ATK alumni, namely his wife, Melissa Baldino. She's a cutie of an executive producer. And how do I know? Because I saw her in a Cook's Country behind-the-scenes video. Hi, America's Test Kitchen. You never cease to entertain me and inform me. Pre- and post-Christopher Kimball, despite the many faults I mentioned with these 2 DVD sets, ATK was, is, and will remain the gold standard for cookery in my house. As Chris might say, from America's Test Kitchen to your kitchen, and if you're like me, straight to your heart, a fabulous recipe for a beautiful friendship. Decades old and still going strong, no matter what. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you on the thrift side.